Did you know the universe is so vast that light traveling at 300,000 kilometers per second would take over 93 billion years to cross it? That's right, and that's just the observable universe. The question of how big is the universe isn't just about numbers. It's about the staggering scale of everything we think we know. And yet this cosmic ocean might be only the beginning. As we set sail beyond Earth, a tiny blue dot in this vast cosmic ocean, we start to see our world in a whole new light. From space, Earth is just a fragile sphere of blues and greens, cradled in the infinite blackness. This is where every story we know begins. But as we zoom out, the question becomes, how do we truly grasp the size of the universe? Our first stop on this cosmic journey is the Moon. A mere 384,000 kilometers away, it's closer than we often think, yet still a monumental distance. To put it into perspective, if you drove at a steady speed of 100 kilometers per hour, it would take you more than 160 days to reach the Moon. From this vantage point, Earth looks like a delicate marble floating in the emptiness, giving us a humbling sense of just how small we are. But let's not linger here. Beyond the Moon, the Sun beckons us. At a distance of 1 astronomical unit, or 150 million kilometers, this fiery giant is the lifeblood of our solar system. Light from the Sun, traveling at a mind-boggling speed of 300,000 kilometers per second, still takes over 8 minutes to reach Earth. Imagine that for a second. Light, the fastest thing in the universe, needs almost 9 minutes to cover that distance. Now, what if you wanted to travel the same route in a commercial jet? It would take you an unimaginable 19 years. And yet, this is just a sliver of space within our own solar system. As we venture further out, our next destination is Mars. The red planet is a source of fascination, a potential future home for humanity, and it's right in our cosmic neighborhood. At its closest, Mars is 54.6 million kilometers from Earth. But when the planets are on opposite sides of the Sun, this distance stretches up to 401 million kilometers. If you wanted to fly there, it could take more than 50 years in a commercial plane. Space may seem empty, but the vast expanse between planets makes you realize just how much nothingness lies between us and our celestial neighbors. Now we push even further. Past Mars, beyond the rocky planets, and through the asteroid belt, we reach the outer planets. Icy, mysterious, and distant. And then we come to Neptune, the furthest major planet in our solar system. Neptune lies a staggering 4.5 billion kilometers from Earth. To get there, sunlight, traveling at that breakneck 300,000 kilometers per second, takes more than 4 hours. This distant ice giant marks the boundary of our solar neighborhood. But in the grand scheme of things, it's just a small piece of the puzzle. Beyond Neptune, we reach the edge of the solar system, but that's not where our journey ends. It's where the true unknown begins. Beyond the planets lies the Kuiper Belt, the Oort cloud, and beyond that, the interstellar space. It's here in the vast stretches between the stars that we start to understand just how big the universe is. Our solar system is merely a one-star system in the Milky Way galaxy, a galaxy with hundreds of billions of stars, each potentially with its own planets. But even the Milky Way is just one of countless galaxies in the universe. Astronomers estimate that the observable universe is 93 billion light-years across. That's a number so vast that it's nearly impossible to comprehend. But the universe may actually be infinite. Every time we think we've found the edge, we discover there's more beyond. More stars, more galaxies, more cosmic mysteries waiting to be uncovered. As we move farther from the familiar realms of Earth, Mars, and Neptune, our cosmic journey takes an extraordinary turn. Out here, we encounter Voyager 1, humanity's most distant messenger to the stars. Launched in 1977, Voyager 1 is a testament to our boundless curiosity, traveling for over 40 years and covering more than 22 billion kilometers. It's the furthest human-made object from Earth, quietly drifting through the dark expanse. In 1990, Voyager 1 did something remarkable. At the suggestion of Carl Sagan, the spacecraft turned its camera back towards Earth to capture one last image. The result? The iconic pale blue dot photograph. From a distance of about 6 billion kilometers, our planet was reduced to a faint, almost imperceptible speck. A small dot floating in a cosmic sea of blackness. This image was more than a photo. It was a humbling reminder of our place in the universe. Earth, everything we know, every person, every event, every story, all contained in that one fragile dot. As Carl Sagan reflected, it's our only home, and we bear the responsibility to protect and cherish it. Yet as Voyager 1 continues its journey, it moves beyond even the reach of the sun's influence. At the fringes of our solar system lies the Oort cloud, a distant and theoretical region of icy bodies. This vast cloud is believed to extend up to 100,000 astronomical units from the sun, or about 1.9 light-years. To put it another way, the Oort cloud lies at the threshold of interstellar space. Here, the solar wind from our sun gives way to the interstellar medium, the space between stars. It's a boundary known as the heliopause, marking where our sun's reign ends and the journey into the galaxy begins. And beyond this boundary, the stars themselves. Our closest neighbor in this cosmic wilderness is the Alpha Centauri system, sitting a staggering 4.4 light-years away. That's 41.3 trillion kilometers, a number almost impossible to grasp. Even Voyager 1, traveling at 17 kilometers per second, would need more than 70,000 years to reach Alpha Centauri. This mind-boggling distance highlights the sheer scale of the universe and the challenges of interstellar travel. But let's zoom out even further. Now we reach the grand scale of the Milky Way galaxy. Spanning 100,000 light-years in diameter, the Milky Way is a sprawling spiral galaxy containing hundreds of billions of stars. Each star, much like our sun, may have its own planetary system. We live on just one of these planets, in one small corner of this immense structure. Within this galaxy is something fascinating, the human radio bubble. This bubble, about 100 light-years across, represents the reach of our radio and television broadcasts. The farthest our presence has extended into space. It's as if this tiny sphere is the boundary of human influence. Beyond this bubble, no one in the universe would know we exist. Any civilizations that might be living elsewhere in the Milky Way are unaware of humanity's presence, as our signals simply haven't reached them yet. Our recorded history, our technological advancements, our entire story are but a faint whisper in this vast cosmic landscape. Beyond the radio bubble, it's as though humanity is invisible to the universe at large. And that, perhaps, is the most humbling realization of all. In a galaxy so immense, we are but a brief flicker of light, a momentary spark dwarfed by the unimaginable scale of the cosmos. As we zoom out beyond the Milky Way, we step into the realm of intergalactic space, a space so vast and empty it's nearly incomprehensible. Here, galaxies are like islands floating in a cosmic ocean, separated by staggering distances. Our Milky Way is part of something much larger, a small neighborhood called the Local Group. The Local Group is home to over 50 galaxies, including our neighbor Andromeda and a host of smaller dwarf galaxies. This neighborhood stretches across 10 million light-years. Imagine that light traveling at 300,000 kilometers per second would take 10 million years to cross this distance. The scale is immense, dwarfing anything within our galaxy and reminding us just how small we are. But it's not just the scale that's breathtaking, it's the silence. Intergalactic space is a quiet wilderness, a void between galaxies. In this vast darkness, our entire cosmic history, everything we know, is just a speck. Imagine a grain of sand in an endless desert. That's our place in the universe. Beyond the Local Group lies the Virgo supercluster, a colossal assembly of galaxy groups, including our own. It spans 110 million light-years and contains thousands of galaxies. Each of these galaxies holds billions of stars and perhaps trillions of planets. Even at this scale, the sheer magnitude of the universe becomes hard to grasp. But there's more. The Virgo supercluster is just part of an even larger structure. The Laniakea supercluster, a massive collection of galaxies stretching over 500 million light-years. The name Laniakea, which means immense heaven, is fitting for such a gigantic structure. Within this cosmic realm, our galaxy is a mere drop in a vast sea of stars and planets. At this point, the scale of the universe becomes overwhelming. From Earth's tiny blue dot, we've traveled across millions of light-years, and yet the more we discover, the more questions arise. What lies beyond Laniakea? Are we alone in this vast universe? The journey may never end, but each step reveals the staggering beauty and mystery of the cosmos. Hawaiian means immense heaven, and it's easy to see why. Laniakea holds the mass of 100 million billion suns. It's a gravitational masterpiece, with galaxy clusters and superclusters all bound together in a delicate dance of attraction and motion. At the very core of this colossal structure lies something even more mysterious, the Great Attractor. This enigmatic region exerts a gravitational force so strong that it pulls galaxies, including our own, toward it at incredible speeds. But the strange part? We don't even fully know what the Great Attractor is. It's one of the universe's greatest puzzles, hidden in plain sight, quietly shaping the fate of entire galaxies. Yet even Laniakea, with all its majesty, is just a part of an even grander story. Beyond its borders lies the observable universe, stretching out about 93 billion light-years in diameter. But here's the kicker. The universe is only about 13.8 billion years old. How can that be? Well, it's all due to cosmic expansion. Since the Big Bang, space itself has been stretching, pulling galaxies apart, and making the universe much larger than its age would suggest. But this raises an even more mind-boggling question. What lies beyond the observable universe? Some regions of space are expanding away from us faster than the speed of light, meaning we'll never be able to see them, no matter how advanced our technology becomes. They're simply too far, drifting out of reach into the infinite unknown. The thought is humbling, isn't it? No matter how much we explore, there will always be parts of the universe we'll never witness, mysteries forever hidden in the vast, expanding cosmos. It's like chasing the horizon. The more we learn, the more questions we have. So as we stand here on Earth, gazing up at the stars, just remember, we might be tiny, but we're all part of one incredible cosmic adventure. And hey, if the universe can keep expanding, maybe your mind can too. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more mind-blowing journeys through space. Or if you're feeling adventurous, try to reach the Great Attractor before we do. Just don't forget to pack a lunch.